This case considered the issue of Locke-King's Act, and whether a direction by a testator was sufficient to vary Locke-King's Act. In this case, a man directed in his will that particular assets were to go to particular beneficiaries. Just before making his will, he purchased a property and paid 50% of the purchase price. The remaining 50% of the purchase price was to be paid in 5 years. The man, however, soon after died. He directed the debts to be paid out of the residuary, and further directed that if the residuary was insufficient to pay the debts, then the remaining debt shall be borne in proportionate sums by his son and daughter in relation to their shares of the estate. The court needed to decide whether this general direction displaced Locke-King's Act, being embodied in Section 145 of the Conveyancing Act of New South Wales. The central issue for the court was whether or not this general direction under the will was sufficient to displace the rule in Locke-King's Act. The court ultimately held that the rule in Locke-King's Act was displaced, on the basis that there was more than a general direction to pay the debts out of the residuary of the estate. The court then